I'm waiting for you.
We're on, aren't we?
Yep.
All right, welcome to all the new Instant Pot owners. We are going to be making buffalo wings today, and I'm going to do a comparison of making them in the oven versus in the Instant Pot or electric pressure cooker. So I'm gonna do what I normally do with my wings for the oven. I normally would dredge them in flour. I've already seasoned it with salt and pepper. This will just add a crispy texture to the wings.
Quick, what's your favorite Netflix show right now?
The Crown.
Me too.
I'm going to put the rest of the wings in the pot. I already have a cup of water in there with my trivet, and I'm going to try to stand them up. Just so that steam can evenly get around all the wings so they cook evenly. Maybe it doesn't matter, I don't know. There's not that many. Also going to just add some salt to it. And that's it for the Instant Pot. So I'm going to put the lid on. Okay, I have a really hard time doing this backwards, but here we go. Locking it into place. Knob is on sealing. For my wings that are going in under the broiler, I have a mixture of butter and oil here, and I'm going to just use my basting tool. I don't know what this is called.
Baster.
I don't think it's called a baster. Pastry brush is actually what it's called. And I'm just going to put the butter and oil on top. This will make the wings crispy.
You're right, it's not a baster.
And I always mix my butter with a bit of oil because butter tends to brown quickly. I don't want them to burn. So with the Instant Pot, I'm going to set it on manual for 5 minutes. And then for the ones that are going under the broiler, I'm going to do that now. Put them in the oven. I had already preheated my broiler just before I started filming. So these are just going to go about 4 inches from the top, and they're going to cook for 8 minutes. When using the broiler, we always leave the door ajar, otherwise it becomes one big smoky mess. And I only know that from experience. Okay, it's been 8 minutes.
Oh, fire. Fire.
That's why you're not supposed to use parchment paper under the broiler, but I still prefer it to aluminum foil. Okay, so we're just going to flip these. I just checked on the Instant Pot, and it hasn't even started counting down yet, so it's still coming to pressure. This is also a better option than deep frying. You still get the crispiness without all the deep frying, but then you still get a lot of flavor. And we're going to stick that back in for another 6 minutes. I'll make sure not to touch the top element. That's what happened here.
Uh-huh. Oh, butter.
In the meantime, I'm going to make my buffalo sauce. And all it is a 1/4 cup of butter. Then I'm going to melt in here. And then you're just going to add equal part butter to hot sauce. So I've got a 1/4 cup butter, and I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of hot sauce. And if you want it extra spicy, you can add some cayenne pepper. But I'm just going to leave it with the hot sauce and the butter because my kids will eat it and it won't be too spicy for them. You want to melt the butter until it's just melted. So I have it on medium heat so that it's creamy like this. And I'm just going to eyeball the hot sauce. I'm just going to heat that up, and that's it. And when you whisk the butter into the hot sauce, it's nice and creamy. So this is the time left for my wings in the oven, and that's the time left I have for the wings in the Instant Pot. So we'll see which one is better. It takes about the same amount of time.
It's a race.
Instant Pot is done. Now releasing the steam. Woo! Okay, can you film me?
Yeah.
Okay, so the wings that were under the broiler were already pulled out. Meanwhile, this is still releasing steam. I'm going to toss these in. No, I'm going to leave this one. This one doesn't look like it's cooked all the way through. I'm going to toss these in the sauce. Instant Pot just finished releasing the steam.
It's quite uneven on the edges.
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
Well, maybe it's the 1970s oven.
Yeah, I'm going to leave these in the oven a little longer, I think. Just to make sure. We don't want uncooked chicken wings. So that is the downside of cooking them in the oven, I suppose. All right, so these are the wings that were under the broiler. I've tossed into the buffalo sauce.
Maybe we should invest in silicone tipped.
Silicone what? Oh, so there's
not clanging. You're kind of violent as you're going in for the meat.
Okay, so these ones, I'm going to toss these in the sauce, and I'm going to put them under the broiler because I want them to be a little bit crispier. So we know for sure that these are cooked through.
Yeah.
And then we're going to see how once they've been in the Instant Pot, they don't grab onto the sauce the way the broiled ones do. You can coat them, but it doesn't stay on. It's probably because we also added flour. All right, I'm putting these back in under the broiler. So hopefully crisp up.
What about the other way around, like as in broiling first and then tossing them in a sauce?
I don't know. Haven't tried. Too late now. I've already done them all. All right, I had them in there for about 4 minutes. These are the Instant Pot ones, and these were the ones that still needed a couple minutes under the broiler. Now I know for sure that these ones are cooked through. I'm going to toss these ones into the sauce so I can get these ones out of the way. I'm trying to keep them all on one side. I'm going to toss these ones back into the sauce. See if I can get some more sauce on them. Okay, they can pick up a little bit more sauce, but not really. All right, I think that's about the best I can do. So just by looking, you can tell that the Instant Pot ones are fall off the bone texture. They don't pick up as much sauce. The ones I put in the broiler, I also floured them. I can't do that with the ones in the Instant Pot. It won't come out the same anyways. So my preference is the broiler version versus the Instant Pot version. There are probably better Instant Pot recipes out there, but I don't really know. So I'd like your take on it. What do you think? Please leave your comments below and let me know what you've tried, what you think. Yeah. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe to my channel if you don't already, and follow me on Instagram. In the meantime, dude, do you want to try?
Yeah.
Okay. He comes out from behind the camera.
All right, so what are we doing here?
Your little trick.
Oh yeah, it's not a
boneless
little
chicken
trick.
wings.
Not a little trick. I'm sure a lot of you out there know how to do this, but I saw this somewhere on the interwebs about how to debone a chicken wing, and so you can have like boneless chicken wings, but it only works on the winglets. So you start, there's like a tapered end. See the tapered end of the chicken wing? There's some cartilage on the end, so I usually bite it, but that's kind of barbaric to show on camera, so I'm just gonna rip it off. And there's 2 bones to the winglet. You grab onto one end of the winglet. You start, oh, this one, hopefully it's gonna release. I'm gonna twist it, and it releases from the rest of the chicken meat. This is not that clean. Usually it's like super clean. 1 bone. There's cartilage on the other side. I think I'm gonna be brutalizing this one. And you will spin it for the other second bone as well, and it releases from the meat. And there you have it. Boneless chicken wing. Mmm.